Hello, my friends. Welcome to Quick Trick Record of the Day kind of thing. My name is Ellsworth, also known as Machete Confetti. Damn right. Today we're going to talk about Spor. Spor is not a mystery to anybody in drum and bass, I'm guessing. The dude really was one of the biggest names in neuro and one of the people that put it up front, I think, when it was really riding its high for a long time. He's a lot of people's favorite artist. People got pretty pissed off at him when he left the drum and bass scene a bit and started doing his other project, Feed Me. And fair enough. I didn't get strong into Spor. I loved what he did, but the stuff that I was playing at the time he got around, I wasn't really mixing the way that would more properly utilize Spor's tracks. But this one, called Haunt Me, and this is one of the ones that caught my attention, so let's check it out. So, it's probably no secret by now that I love me some amens, and neuro didn't have a lot of amens in it when it was really getting big, but this one is a certified fucking burner. Trust me. Right off the bat, crisp, clean percussion. The amens are punchy. I mean, I'll never take anything away from Spor's production ability. The guy made beautifully polished music, and that's always important, especially in neuro. Neuro is a very clean genre usually. The shit kicks like a mule. That shit is so cool. So much going on, man. Those quick stutter steps where the bass line, when everything just kind of wrapping around quickly in 8-time beat. Oh my god, I can't even properly define it. It's so cool. Oh, so much is happening in just that little piece of track right there. Everything is a little unique from the measure that came before it. And when it does that really split, quick descending downward kind of thing, I wish I produced it so I can explain my shit a little better sometimes, but I'm a fan first, so this is what you get. You get the fan reaction, not the clinical observations. But what a tune, man. I adore this shit so much. You know, and it's named very well, Haunt Me. It's a very haunting tune, but it's aggressive. There's nothing delicate about this. It does a lot of that. I don't know if this is actually how it's done in production, but like on a proper DJM mixer, if you put the echo function on and you put the frequency of it low enough, it starts to sound kind of like metallic, like almost like I'm trying to think how to say this PG. like you're at the wrong end of a nitrous balloon. Leave it there. But it's just, it's a unique noise that's, well, it makes my day, I'll tell you that much. That shit is so cool! Oh, what a tune! I'm gonna keep saying it. Those double time, you know, pitching downward kicks with just the everything around it, like it's just such a good move. It's such a attention grabber. Oh man, God bless you, Spor. Yes, man. Such a tune. Like I said, I never held anything against Spor, but I didn't play a lot of his stuff, and a lot of my buddies would give me shit about that, most notably Scotty Sky One and our dearly departed friend, Luke Prototype, would just verbally smack me around about any problem I might have with Spor. And, you know, if you know me, I can be a bit of a... I can be argumentative about music. I'm very opinionated, hence why I'm sitting in my basement alone talking about this shit instead of having a partner here to discuss it with. So those guys would give me a lot of shit about it. I never disliked Spor. I saw him play, oh man, a long time ago. It was him and E1, and I've told this story before, so I'll keep it brief, but I caught them both at Sweet Jane's in Hartford, if it's still even there, but it was a nice little hole-in-the-wall spot. It had like a restaurant vibe. I only went there one time, so I don't know if it was really a prolific venue. I don't believe it was. But I saw E1 and Spor there back when they were E1 and Spor instead of Kill the Noise and Feed Me. And E1 crushed it. I went outside and talked to him for a while, had a cigarette, and gave him a mix CD that he promised he'd listen to. I don't know if he did or not. I don't know what I expected out of it. And then went and caught some of Spor's set, and he crushed it. I mean, he absolutely crushed it. Good DJ. Great track selection, and he really did know how to make quality neuro. I mean, neuro is short for neurofunk, and a lot of the things that come out under the umbrella of neuro are missing the funk. I think I've had a lot of discussions with people about that. Like Miss Isis and I have had the agreement on that over the years of talking about it, is that you have to have some funk in there. And I get that neuro is also an aggressive genre, so as it's evolved and grown into this Goliath that it is now, with entire festivals dedicated to it, entire labels dedicated to it, some of the funk gets lost. And I don't mourn that in and of itself, but I do mourn the loss of a quality bass line. You know, just really supporting the entire layer of percussion. It should be there. It's drum and bass. And without bass, or without a strong bass line, that is, you really get things that just sound like really polished kicks and snares, and then whatever glue you're gonna put on top of it. The bass line needs to be there for me to be personally motivated by it. And there was some great bass lines coming out in this time frame, as you can hear in this track. I mean, the way he weaves it and mutilates it and recontextualizes it almost every measure just shows the power this guy had on the buttons. He still is a tremendous producer, I'm sure. I don't really follow him. He came back a few years ago into the drum and bass scene, and I got the album. I liked it. I don't think I ever played much of it. The problem with a guy like Spor is also everybody's going to play that stuff, and you know, you want to be individualized in what you're offering to a crowd. But Yeah, when I went and saw E1 in Sports, we changed. We actually went outside afterwards and watched the cops beat the shit out of some guy in the street. It was something else. I think it was Spor's first trip to America. So he was like, "What the hell?" And me and Jake E1 are just like, "Yeah, shit happens." But absolute burner of a tune. "Haunt Me" by Spor. A little information on it here. This came out in 2005 on Barcode, and the B-side is Brick Beats. And if you are a fan of Spor, you probably know Brick Beats. I have not played it out. I played this one out. I didn't play Brick Beats out. It just wasn't really fitting with what I was doing at the time. But after I got this record, this is something I got kind of recently, off a Discogs order about a month and a half ago or so. And after kind of going back and hearing how Brick Beats works, I think I might try to find a spot for it in an upcoming set. I got some bookings coming for this summer that are going to take a lot of attention of mine, so maybe I'll go back and give it a listen. I've got all this shit on digital, so but "Haunt Me," man, that's just such a crusher, dude. Like, there was some tracks that were these Amen Neuro tracks that were coming out in this time frame, like "Horns and Halos" and the Evil Intent remix of "Corrupt Cops" from Pitch Posh. And they're not very dance floor friendly, but something about that time frame on drum and bass, we didn't have the biggest crowds compared to what's happening now, or what was happening 5-6 years before that. But there was something about the fanship that was so dedicated that even if you played a crushing set that wasn't exactly a dance floor mover, you would still be successful. And stuff like this and "Horns and Halos" and "Corrupt Cops" really iconized that for me. When I look back at this era, that's the stuff that stands out to me. BJ Hidden's stuff when he was making a lot of Amen stuff. Like, I can't think of the name of it right now. It's a great tune. Fuck. I'll find it and I'll play it for you guys. But I love this style. I've said before that, I've been listening to this stuff for a long enough time that my tastes have expanded beyond just the realm of danceability. I like the science of it. I like hearing it as a music by itself, to sit and listen and study. And this is the kind of stuff that I really do love. I love amens, that's no secret. And it's amens that go outside of your average safe zone of raga jungle. That's even more surprising and welcome to me, because it's adventurous and it's not formulaic. Not to be insulting to raga. I love me some raga. We got plenty to talk about with that too. But that will do it for today, my friends. I'm going to keep doing these quick tricks for a while. I've got a couple of sets coming up that are kind of taking my attention. So I'm probably not going to do another long episode for a while. I don't know if anybody's clamoring for that, but the stuff that I would want to use in a half an hour set is probably stuff that I want to use live first, and then maybe put into a recording, just so it's not something that's being repeated to anybody that happens to be following me that close. I don't think anybody is, but if they are, just in case. It's just an old habit that I got into of not trying to sound repetitive. So hope you enjoyed this one. Spor, "Haunt Me." It's on digital. You can find it wherever you look for your music, and it's worth it. Crank it up, play it loud as hell, and I'll be back soon with another quick trick. I hope you guys are doing well. Peace.